What's new, Northwest Arkansas? It's your boy Randy Wilburn. I'm excited to be here. Friday afternoon, December 18th. We are almost to Christmas. We've got 1 week to go. I can't believe how fast this year has gone. Well, actually, I can. And I don't know if it's really gone fast, but because of the pandemic, there's been so much happening. So I just wanted to connect with you guys, tell you a little bit about the episode that I just did this past Monday. I sat down with the great women from Arkansas Latinas in BC. Got a chance to hang out with these ladies. We sat down. I did the podcast episode. They told their whole story about everything that they did to get their group started here in Northwest Arkansas. You know, we're a bike community. The bike culture is strong here. You know, our bike game is a big deal. Whether you're a mountain biker, whether you like gravel, whether you like the road, whatever your preference, we have something for you here in Northwest Arkansas. So, anyway, I got a chance to sit down with Olivia and Sophia from Arkansas Latinas in BC in episode 98. If you just listen to it, you can check it out. It will tell you all about everything that happened in this particular show. It was a lot of fun because when you hear their story and you hear the passion that they have to just encourage more women of all likes and kinds and sizes to get out and exercise and to ride a bike and to figure out ways to adopt a bike culture as a frame of mind. I mean, you won't want to miss it. There's so much happening in this area as it pertains to bikes. Of course, Bike NWA and Bike POC and some other organizations are doing all kinds of cool things, as well as every city has, you know, a stake in this bike culture that we're trying to develop here in Northwest Arkansas. So I was really excited to sit down with these ladies and to tell their story. If you've ever been on the Greenway and you've seen folks riding, or specifically women riding with pink jerseys on, that's them. Those are the women that are out. They get out there and they do their thing on the Greenway. They're now loaning bikes out to people, specifically women, and to anybody that wants to go ride with them. They're traveling to do bike rides. They've gone down to Little Rock and they've done so much. And you know, this has just happened over the last couple of years. So I just want to try to support them. And the easiest way that I knew how to support them was to do a podcast episode with them. I think they've been on the District 6 podcast with my man Manny. And they've also been around. So if you've seen these women riding around with those really cool pink bike shirts on, then you know you've probably run into them. You weren't sure what it was, but yeah, they are a gang of bike riders here in Northwest Arkansas doing things their way. And so I really want to encourage you, check out episode 98 of the podcast. It's you can go to iamnorthwestarkansas.com, episode 98, and see what these guys are talking about. It was just so much fun to hang out with Olivia and Sophia. It's just their whole story, how they came here from Mexico, how they got started. They've been here. They're actually OGs. They've been around this area since the late 80s. So they had a lot of stories to share, to tell, and you know, it was just a lot of fun. And I want to give a real shout out to Omar Kasem from Juice Palm for allowing me to meet with those guys there and to do the episode there. Of course, you know, with the pandemic, it's hard. The library's not available right now. There's just a lot of my go-to places for doing podcast episodes aren't up and running for that purpose. So this was great for me to just be able to sit down with them at Juice Palm at the 8th Street Market in Bentonville. Big shout out to the 8th Street Market. The Momentary's right across the street. I cannot wait for this pandemic to be over. Like, I know a lot of you feel the same way. I'm so excited about this vaccine. You know, I was on the fence, I'll be honest with you, but as long as I don't end up like, you know, some of those characters in I Am Legend that Will Smith had to kill, I think I'll be okay. And I'm going to take that shot because, you know, I think we've got to do everything in our power to put this pandemic in its place. And the only way that we can do that is if we mask up, is if we stay socially distant and be respectful of other people, especially those that may be more compromised from a health perspective. But that's a whole nother thing. And that's not really what I wanted to talk about today because it's in our ear all the time. So I know you guys are getting tired of talking about the pandemic. You're getting tired of getting cross-eyed looks when people wonder why your mask is coming down below your nose and all that other good stuff. This too shall pass. I just want to encourage you, we're going to get through this. But in the meantime, let's try to enjoy this holiday season. I'm excited about the holiday spirit. I posted a picture of our Christmas tree on Instagram. If you follow us, you can follow us at I Am Northwest Arkansas. I'd love for you to share a picture of what your Christmas tree looks like. And if you could just share maybe what the holiday season means. I mean, I think now more than ever before, reflecting on spending time with loved ones in a socially distant way when necessary, and just being able to spend the extra time that we've had with people, because a lot of us are stuck at home with our kids, with our spouses, significant others, whatever. The bottom line is that we've had 7 to 8 months to really reflect and get to know people that are our flesh and blood even better. I know my kids better now than I ever have before. So there are some pluses and positives to come from this pandemic. And so I think we need to dwell on those things and not be caught up with the fact that, yes, we're stuck in the house. Yes, we can't go out as much as we want. I can't go to Maxine's Tap Room. I can't go to George's Majestic Lounge. I can't go out to all of my favorite restaurants on a regular basis, but I can order out and get takeout and drive up now. And everybody's got the really cool systems. So let's continue to support our local restaurants here in Northwest Arkansas. Do what we can. Couple of things I want to tell you, some housekeeping notes. Again, episode 98. We've got 2 more episodes before we hit 100. And I just want to encourage you to, just I don't know. I'm still working on this 100th episode of the I Am Northwest Arkansas podcast. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I mean, I have some, but we'll see. But 2021 is going to be really special. I really want to encourage you guys. I'm going to be bringing on some I Am Northwest Arkansas ambassadors, and I'm going to tell you more about that. I'm also going to be doing new guests for the podcast for 2021. If you know somebody that's got an interesting story to tell, an interesting business, just somebody that's doing something really cool here in Northwest Arkansas, we want to tell their story on the podcast. So reach out to me, Randy at IamNorthwestArkansas.com. Just email me and we'll take it from there. And that's pretty much all that I have for you guys right now. Again, like I said, I'm coming out with these videos on a regular basis. We'll push them out on our Facebook page. I really want to encourage you to friend or like us on Facebook at I Am Northwest Arkansas. That community is growing, and we're going to keep adding cool things to that on a regular basis. So that's all I have for you this week. We've got a great episode coming up next week. I believe you're going to like it. Just trust me. I'm not going to tell you anything. That's the tease for it. So tune in. All of our episodes for the I Am Northwest Arkansas podcast come out every Monday. So you do not want to miss it. We can be found wherever great podcasts can be found. iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher. We're on Amazon. I told you guys about that before. We're on Audible. So you can go to Audible and listen to podcasts now. There's so many different platforms, and we're all of those places. iHeartRadio, you name it. Just check us out. Subscribe to the podcast. Let us know what you think, and share it with a friend. Remember, sharing is caring. That's all I have for you. I'm Randy Wilburn, the host of I Am Northwest Arkansas, and I will see you soon. Peace.